Today is another Talk About It Tuesday. We're talking about the importance of community building. We have here,
Ms. Dominique Strong. I am the executive director and the program coordinator for Uma Strong Marshall Outreach, not formerly, currently known as USMO.
yes, Ms. Dominique. And I participate in the program. The program is wonderful.
Yes, you and Miss Kaylee.
Yes,
Appreciate you
you're
too.
welcome. I'm excited to talk to you today because we spoke briefly, like last week or something like that, about just the importance of community building.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to dive deeper and hear just how you feel about it.
Okay.
Yeah, and just have a conversation about it. I think it's
Okay.
gonna be a good time.
Me too. Me
Okay,
too.
so Miss Dominique,
Yes, ma'am.
how can we start off? Well, one, you're from Flint though, right?
Yes, I am.
You're
Born and
okay.
raised in Flint, Michigan, on the south end in Flint,
Okay.
in the Seventh Ward. So
Yes.
I grew up in Howard Estates.
Okay.
So
Where your program is hosted.
yes,
Okay. Well, let me ask you that. How does that feel to be from there and to come back and then host a program
I,
with the
s-
community?
I could say it feels good. Your way of just giving back to an area where some people didn't really serve growing up. However, by us being right up the street from the Flint
Yes.
Public Library, the Flint Cultural Center, we were able to take advantage of, those different programs growing up in Howard Estates. But besides that, it feels good,
Okay.
to provide that experience where they don't have to travel. I'm
Right.
coming to them, I'm meeting them where they
Yes.
are. So, because for some parents, traveling is a barrier, and children don't walk anywhere anymore. They're
No.
not as physical as we were
We used
as
to walk
children growing
far,
up.
miles.
Yes, together, together. So, just meeting the youth where they are,
Okay.
it feels good.
Has the Howard Estates changed much since?
Yes, dramatically,
In what
yes.
ways would you say?
Well, I could say in the way of like having a youth center, a place where the youth in that neighborhood could go, a safe haven,
Oh,
have
that's
fun.
something new.
Yeah, that's something
That
new.
wasn't there.
Not having right now. They
Okay.
don't have access to a community center. When I was growing up, we the children in Howard Estates were able to walk across the park and go to the Brennan Center and take advantage of youth
Oh.
development programs.
So
So
you
that's the big change that
so you're
has
saying they don't have access to that.
correct.
Ah, and you guys did.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
so that's why it feels good to give back
And
right now, because for the last almost 20 years,
okay.
the Brennan Center has not been available to youth in that neighborhood. It's open, but it's just for senior citizens
Okay.
at this time.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so
Okay. And then just another question before we get into the topic itself.
hmm
How long have you been doing community work?
well, I've been community building for
Okay.
over 15 years.
Okay.
I started it when it didn't have a title on it. The late great Barbara Griffin and Sandra Robinson, they really influenced me to really step into a leadership role after their passing. But before their passing, I was just at the grassroots level, and they were always, Dominique, you need to establish this as something. You have something unique, strong, youthful, like longevity. Like, you need to do
They
something
spoke
about
into
it,
you.
right? But I didn't take advantage of it. I was just like, I don't want to do what you guys doing, because
Okay.
they were serious about our neighborhood as the elders, the pillars of, just within our neighborhood. So I paid attention. I was watching, even though I wasn't interested. I was watching. But I started helping my friends with a kickball game, coordinating a kickball game. And they started out just playing in the middle of the street on their block in the neighborhood, the same neighborhood. And from there, it grew like to a thing us young people could do,
Yes.
because we just wanted to have fun, and it was safe. Somebody started bringing their barbecue grills, just cooking hot dogs and hamburgers. And next thing you know, as the years grew, we started having full dinners at the kickball game. But it was just an annual event, community building event that allowed all of us to come together, that grew up together, played at the Brennan Center together,
Yes.
and we just met at the Brennan Park
Okay.
and on the baseball field right there and played a game of kickball. And that's where my community building inspiration came
Okay.
from. That's one of the many things that inspired me to be doing this for as long as I've been doing it. But that's
Okay.
the start.
Okay. You've made an impact, a big
Yes.
impact.
Thank you.
Absolutely, you made an impact.
Thank you.
Now, Miss Dominique, tell me what is the importance of community building?
Well, from doing this from a long time, what I have discovered is that collaboration, partnerships, that is the key to community building. It's like if why not link up with another organization, another agency that's doing the same thing you're doing, so it is a stronger impact on the community as a whole. So when an opportunity present itself, it is very important that you take advantage of the collaboration, connecting with those, so you guys just can move Flint forward
Yes.
together. So that's one of the many important
Have
of.
you experienced or noticed um, people not working together in Flint and not being collaborative
Mhm,
together? I've heard from people in the community that it doesn't always happen like that. And it's like if we're all for the same team,
mhm,
then why don't we work together? Have you
mhm.
experienced that or noticed that people don't always work together we're supposed to be for the same, the same goal at the end of the
Right,
day?
right. Well, fortunately, I have not
Okay.
experienced that.
Okay.
However, I have heard stories of people, not working together
Okay.
because they they didn't come up with the idea,
Okay.
or they're not in the forefront of it. And it's like, whoa, like that's not what it's about.
Right.
Like, if you understand the process of grants, um, people who evaluate those grants, they really consider collaboration of agencies, different organizations working together on the
Ah.
same thing. So that can make your grant application very strong if you show collaboration. That's, as I call it,
Okay.
community building. It's just not trying to take clout or just credit for the idea. No, it's you, all of your
Yes.
ideas. Like, and for USMO, I really believe in that because I remember as a grassroots, um, well of hope provided that opportunity to be my fiduciary supporter, where I had applied for a grant through HAP for Warming Bodies Through Love. It's a social service program within USMO. And I reached out to Chia Morgan, and she reached out to the board, and they were like, yes. And I was just so grateful because the demand was high this particular year. So the fundraisers or the donations or even contributing some of my own money, like I couldn't keep up with the capacity. And Well of Hope provided that opportunity of showing what community building looks like. So when I
Wow.
obtained my 50C3 for USMO, one thing I told myself, my way of giving back to those that's building in the city of Flint, if they need a fiduciary support, USMO can provide that
Yes.
service for you. Now,
Yes.
it does come with a fee because, it is a business and we still have to sustain and maintain. Like I said, Warming Bodies Through Love is a big thing. To the point is the capacity has grown.
Yes.
So with COVID, unfortunately, the idea of having to buy everything brand new, and due to inflation, everything has to be brand new, no more donations. But just to get back
Oh.
on topic, with the importance of community building. It's just it's a way to make your grant application strong when you show collaboration.
Okay. See, now that's a jewel right there
Mm-hmm.
with applying for grants.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
some people don't know that, but if that's something, well, I'm sharing it today.
Yes.
People, link up with those that's doing something similar to what you're doing. It is so important, just not just for to make your grant application strong, but just for the cause,
Yeah.
whatever you're doing it for the community, for the neighborhood. It's just showing more than one resource, because that's what it's about, is linking people with resources too, you know.
Resources. Okay. What I admire about you is just your personality, your attitude.
Hmm.
Can you tell us some things that it takes to be genuine and really do community work?
Yes. Being humble, having a humble spirit, being patient, being understanding that everyone is not going to operate the way you operate. So that's where that understanding come in, having patience, learning certain people over time, or agencies, or organizations over time, to see what are their true values and things of that nature. um, Another thing is time management. You have to really manage your time,
And what do
okay?
you mean by that?
And what I mean by that is keeping separate. If your nonprofit isn't your 9 to 5, keeping your career, your personal life all separate from your nonprofit, so that you can get the full effect of what you're doing. You
Okay.
know what I mean by that? The time, I have to switch hats, so I put on my USMO hat, and it's all about my kids,
Yes.
and that's all that matters to
And
me for those 2 hours.
and USMO again is your program.
Yes.
Okay.
So USMO is the nonprofit, but USMO Learning Hub is the after school program.
Okay. That
So
takes place at the estates.
yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yep,
very
that takes
good.
place at Howard Estates.
Okay.
Twice a week, bi-weekly, and
Okay.
once a week. So, what we do, we focus on literacy, reading and
Yeah.
writing. We put in some basic ADL
Okay.
skills in, such as shoe tying. We focus on some cursive writing, starting with the letter
Yes.
A, the capital A, and the lowercase a.
Yes.
What else? We had some zoologists,
Yes.
no two stripes alike,
Okay.
bring in reptiles that can survive in this Michigan
Yes.
atmosphere, living in the Western
What about that
civilization.
lady, just because I've experienced? What
Hmm.
about the lady who came in and did the art with them and the
That is
painting?
paint, chalice, and hues with Tamika Hicks. That's her
Okay.
studio, and the instructor was Miss Shauna. So
Okay.
we had creative arts coming in, where we had the children. What we were focused on is self-love, self-care.
Self care.
So those were the themes for our creative art sessions. Um, we also had music therapy
Oh. Oh
with Mr.
yes.
Elijah, Bangtown Studio on
Yes.
the go.
Yes.
So we had Mr. Elijah come in, and oh my gosh, he works so
Yeah, he was really good with the
well
kids.
with the children.
You have that down pat because all those people, that is being collaborative.
Community building.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
While building the children up.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so let me just make sure I'm gaining all the wisdom. So, one, when you are applying for grants and just funding, working together is key. So, not just kind of putting your own self or your business just on that grant. And no, you have to kind of be selfless as far as community building.
Yes, you
You
do.
have to be willing to genuinely work with people.
Yes.
So that's the okay.
Yes.
That's the first gem that I want people to receive because grants are kind of like the thing when you're doing community work.
Right.
Okay,
And
so
they could be intimidating too. So this just a easy way to give you some language
yes,
to help you navigate through the
okay,
application.
I love that. So when it comes to a grant application, yes, team up,
Team up.
team up.
Mhm.
Okay, and then as far as characteristics
Mhm.
that make someone a good just a good person in the community. You said it's being humble, time management. What's another? Oh, you said patience. Um,
And I like how you said being selfless too.
yes.
Like you definitely, because for me, USMO is my passion. I know this is one of my purposes here on this
Yes.
earth, so I understand that and I operate in that. So
Yes.
for me, it's not a job or anything. This is like my hobby.
Yes.
When I introduce myself in my professional setting, is I talk about USMO,
I love that.
everything about USMO. If
Yes.
it's Woman Bodies Through Season Love, that's what you're
Yes.
going to hear about. If it's USMO Learning Hub, that's what you're going to hear about. If you're going to
Yes.
hear about the summer reading program, that's what you're going to hear about. If you hear about park adopting in the
Okay.
3 city parks that we have adopted throughout the city of Flint,
Yes.
then that's what you're going to hear about. I enjoy doing things in those 4 areas that we operate in.
You have to be a special person to be in community work. I
Yes.
have noticed personally myself that, like, people like you, when
Mm-hmm.
you're genuine, people connect with you and they can feel that.
Right.
Then when you do have those who it's just a job, you feel that as well.
Right, right. Or after just the money of
You
it,
can feel it.
you
You can
could
feel it.
definitely feel it.
You can see it. But when
Mm-hmm.
you're, like you said, it's your purpose, your passion. Miss Dominique, you can see the connections that you make with the kids.
Yes.
You can really, like, even with the different things that me and you spoke about, we have
Mm-hmm.
spoke about. I can feel the genuine energy, and
Yes.
so I guess that's another thing. You have to be a
Yes.
special person
You
to be in
do.
community.
You really do
You have
because,
to.
everybody don't wake up talking about I want to serve
No,
in my
because it's
community.
serving.
It's a
Yes,
serving.
it's serving.
Definitely, it's a serving. So, like I said, I just know my purpose. So,
Okay.
I just been operating in it.
Well, let's speak about that. And you don't have to go too deep if you don't want
Mm-hmm.
to. But what is the importance of, I guess, purpose? And then since you are serving, how do you stay full? So I guess because you're like purpose, a lot of people don't know even about purpose.
Right.
What does purpose mean to you?
Well, first of all, I keep God first. I take my time to do my mindfulness,
Yes.
and within my mindfulness, what that looks for me, what the old schoolers would call it is prayer. So us new millenniums and all, we just so extra with everything. It's called mindfulness. So I take my time. It is set on my alarm,
Okay.
and it reminds me throughout my busy day, and I do it 3 times a day. I'm not
Okay.
religious or anything. I am not religious, but I give thanks to my Lord 3 times a day, just a set reminder, if I'm just busy, but
Gratitude.
gratitude. Yes, I'm very
Okay.
grateful, so
Okay.
that's another characteristic. You
Yes.
have to be grateful and
Yes.
thankful, for these opportunities, and I thank God that I'm in position when those opportunities present itself. Now, it took a lot of time to get here, for me to understand the importance of community building, because I was once operating in that. I didn't. It wasn't that I didn't want to collaborate. I was protective. I didn't want them to steal my ideas because some people are dream snatchers, and you're not going to snatch my
I
dream.
cannot believe you just admitted that.
I did.
I am so.
Yeah, I was protective of USMO. Like, I don't know, but I never said no, I wasn't going to collaborate. It just wasn't an immediately answer because I had to do my research to
Yes.
see what type of person you were,
Yes.
how you operate as a
Yes.
nonprofit. Make sure your mission and your vision align with my mission and vision.
Yes.
So that was very
Well,
important to me. So
how
that's
did you move past that?
oh, oh wow. Learn how to be understanding that everybody don't operate like you.
Yes.
you know but also after doing the research, seeing that, oh yeah, I could see where we can link and coordinate together
Yes.
to make this,
Yes.
event or idea more effective. So
Okay.
that's, I could say, just being understanding, and over the years too of doing this, it was just like, okay, it's time to venture out, step out. And
Step
I
out.
remember when I first stepped out, it was for to support the summer reading program,
Okay.
and I linked up with the GISD Early Childhood Department because they had their outreach department during the summer is all throughout Genesee County. And I was at a community foundation of Greater Flint Connect the Box summit um, type of event where a lot of agencies and organizations come together and network, and you share your resources. And that's how I got linked to them. And that was my first step of like community
Oh,
building, my first taste of community building. I would say that was in, was that in 2017, 2018?
so you stepped out and you connected with someone else.
Yes. And it's
Okay.
been the best decision
Yes.
ever to this
Okay.
day.
I don't know where I got this from, Miss Dominique, but I have felt those feelings before just with the community work I've done. But the thing that would overcome it would be no, if and I'm not, like you said, I'm not really religious either. But the only thing that would come and really like help me suppress those thoughts would be, no, if God got this for me, so and so not gonna steal this from me.
Yes.
That's the only thing. But I can say naturally, I have felt that way before too.
Right,
But the
right.
only thing that has gave me the okay, let me stop
Yes.
thinking like that, because if it's for me and this is for me, like Dominique, what you do, can't nobody take that from you.
Right.
I'm
Exactly.
but I felt the same way you
Yeah.
felt.
And that's what I've come to realize. And that's why I said the importance of community building
Yes.
is understanding, recognizing what
Yes.
it looks like,
Yes.
and if this is your purpose and if you're humble, you will know if that's
Yes.
the connection you
Yes.
need to make. And then also, like minds think alike. It's gonna draw to you, and I'm experiencing that. Or whenever I'm like, I make a post like I need assistance with such and such, or can you link me with such and such? I get so many response
Yes.
back, and I love it. It is a nice pot of community builders
Yes.
in the
Yes.
city of Flint. And we
Yes.
are definitely building, within our capacity,
Yes.
within our neighborhoods, serving the community as one, even though we're spread it out, we're still supporting moving Flint forward.
Yes.
And that's what I love about the community building aspect.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything else
Oh,
that we can wrap up? And let me make sure. Do we get everything, Miss Dominique? So the person that it kind of takes to do community work. Well, keeping your cup full. Tell me about that,
Yeah.
because you're serving.
okay.
Let's talk
Well,
about that real quick.
that's what we were saying.
Yes, I forgot. See,
Mindfulness.
yes.
That's
Okay.
that's one of the ways I keep my cup full is being showing gratitude,
Okay.
being grateful.
Okay.
I self-care is the best care.
Self-care.
I do a lot of massages, make sure I get my pedicures, my manicures.
Self-care.
If it's shopping a little bit, whatever it is, reading. I like to play in the dirt, so I repot my plants, or love on my plants
Yes.
and whatnot. And I travel.
Yes.
So that's how I keep
Okay.
my cup full, because I have to stay grounded. Because on a career level, I'm a case manager. So I'm dealing with all different types
Yes.
of personalities,
Okay.
So I go from one set of personalities to another set of personalities, and then my home life sets of personalities. So I don't know, I guess just like I just said, the self-care is the
Yes.
best care, because I love what I do
Yes.
at the end of the day.
You can tell you do.
So
You can tell you do.
but it took some years, Amani, to find out what keeps my cup full, so I don't feel burnt out,
Because it will drain you.
it definitely
Can I be
will.
now? Okay, let's talk about that. I don't know what time are we at? Do you know what time we at?
We are at 6:38.
Okay, let's go
We're
for about
fine.
10 more minutes.
Mhm.
Tell me if you can relate to this. I noticed that at one point of doing community service, I was drained.
Mm-hmm.
But then once I really became aligned, it's like now I'm more energized with it. I'm more supported from God and the community.
Right.
There's been times when I've been so drained from
Mm-hmm.
serving. Like, but it's been my thing though. Have you ever been drained from?
Of course. Of course. Like I said before, I was able to identify what it looked like. I was tired. Like, I remember after every event, I had a headache and I had to go lay down and go to bed. Like, that was the end of the day for me. Leading up to it, my anxiety through the roof. Like, oh my gosh, like, what is going on? Like, but you got this, So, like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. It's Miss Dominique.
that's one of
Community
the
work,
ways. Yes.
you genuinely no to be on the ground. So I know there's people who do like some people do the background stuff. They might maybe
Right.
do just the grant writing. They might do just maybe more facilitating than anything. But I'm talking about the people who are on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
face to face with people in the community, building
Right.
them up. You have to be a special person to do
Yes, and
that.
I actually do all of that. I do the background and I do the
Oh,
groundwork.
see,
So I play all the roles.
yes,
Me and my niece, Sienna Dixon, she's the
okay.
president, and my sister,
Is that the
Shatisa,
young
she
lady with the
steps
all
in.
A's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am. Just graduated
okay,
from Kermit Middle
yes,
School. So
okay,
proud of her. Yep, she maintained all A's throughout the whole eighth grade year. So
okay.
very proud of that young woman. Right now she's working out. She's doing administrative work right now, data entry, right now because we had some grants come through from Community Foundation of Greater Flint for the neighborhood small
Yeah.
program, and we're getting ready to gear up for our summer reading program.
Yes. I'm so
So
excited for
yeah,
that to start.
besides me, Sienna, Shatisa, Paris, Miracle, they all play their small roles, and then along with the board, we
Yes.
have Leon and Fani. That is the board, and myself and
Okay.
Sienna and Miracle. So we're on the board. So the it is things in place to support.
Well, how you just said that. When you're doing community work, you do need a team.
Yes,
You need a team.
yes, I do. And you know what? And I'm okay. Let me backtrack. I have a team.
Yes.
Even though I made the comment, I wear a lot of hats within.
But you just named your
But
team.
I just
You
also, you
you
see,
you
that's
have a
my
team.
team.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's another thing too that
But I didn't start that way.
oh, okay.
I didn't start that way. I've been operating, and it's been me, Leon, and Sienna
Okay.
from in one of our board members passed away a couple years ago in Brandon. So that was the board to establish it. We
Okay.
always had a board, but the extra help,
Yes.
that stepped in,
Yes.
3 to 4, that's a lot, like that helps sustain and maintain
Yes.
USMO. So yes, I'm the executive director. Yes, I'm the program coordinator. Yes, I help maintain the bookkeeping, you know.
Yes.
Yes, I'm the facilitator,
Yes. But Miss
sometimes,
Dominique,
but
you still had that team.
I do.
You need. I'm so glad you mentioned that.
Me too.
Because
Me
that's a key
too.
thing in
That's a
community.
key thing to
That's a
community
key.
building.
Yes, you need a team.
You need a team.
Yes.
A team you can
Yes.
trust that supports your mission and vision.
Yes.
Yes, it's still your idea. Yes, it is. But I'm not the president of it because it's youth driven. So my niece that's been with me
Yes.
since day one, I waited until she was ready. I asked her, she accepted the
Yes.
position, and she's been operating in it. So not only is she's the president, she's the secretary too.
Oh, I love that. And see, even that's community building. When
That's
you bring
community
in
building.
family members who
Yes.
who see the vision. Okay, I love that you
Yes.
said that. Okay, so that's a big thing. I gotta say it one more time. When you're in the community, you need a team.
Yes.
A team.
Yes,
And
you
most
do.
of the time, I noticed that, Miss Dominique,
Mhm.
not to get religious, but I noticed that God will bring the right people
To you
to.
to support your dream, your purpose. That's why I said I know my purpose. I know why I'm here. I know why I'm operating in the way I'm operating in. Like I understand all that. So when when community building, you have to have a team.
Yes.
A team is very important.
Have you ever heard, long story short, Tyler Perry say, like, if you don't act on your dreams, you're affecting so many other people because pretty much they got a position to play.
Yeah.
You know, so
Uh-huh.
okay, that's good, Miss Dominique. I had one more thing to say to speak with you on, Miss Dominique. Oh, okay. Just while we are talking about community building, can we kind of just toss out together some of the different, like, just the different organizations or different resources that you kind of know of? Like, we
Mm-hmm.
can kind of just go back and forth. Like, if I can't say nothing, you throw another one. Like, for
Okay.
instance, I do like GHS. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yes. For instance, let me shout out Dexter. Mental health off the
Okay.
chain.
Okay, yes,
Yes.
yes. I mean, mental health is important. Again,
Yes.
self-care,
Yes.
you know.
Tell me if you can throw in some more.
Okay, I'll say I have
Who you got?
Community Foundation of Greater Flint, you know,
Okay.
especially they have tons of grant opportunities. All
Okay.
you have to go
Who's that?
to
Who was that?
see Community Foundation
Okay.
of Greater Flint.
Okay.
So cfgf.org
Okay. And
and
they're
check
good.
out their resources.
Okay.
Yes, that's a good resource.
Okay, just while I'm at GHS, I gotta throw you out there, Miss Dominique. You
Okay.
off the chain.
Thank
Um,
you.
Jasmine, Tyra,
Uh-huh.
Matt, mental health,
Yes.
off the chain.
Their training is awesome.
Awesome.
I every time I leave out of there, I feel confident in my role because I have been trained by the best.
Yes.
You know, within
Yes.
my position at GHS.
And it goes back to the special type of people.
yes.
They special type of people.
Yes.
Throw some other ones if you can.
I'll say United Way.
Okay.
That's a great resource spot for many things. If you need smoke detectors, carbon monoxide, you know, for your home,
Smoke detectors, carbon monoxide. Okay.
anything connecting with, if you need bus passes,
Okay.
help with your utility bills, things of that
United
nature.
Way.
United Way is one of those pit stops, but they are a resource tank.
Okay.
And
United
if
Way.
if they don't have that service, they're going to direct you, link you
Yes.
with another agency organization
Oh, I
that
love
can
it.
fulfill that. I will also say HAP.
Hap.
HAP,
Okay.
the insurance,
Okay.
Health Alliance Plan, great community builders.
Is that the orange letters?
Yes.
Oh, they cool. They good people.
Yes, they are community builders. Over with
Yes.
Omar Sims, he's
who we're
great
talking
with
about.
building within the
Hat.
city of Flint. One of my main gold sponsors for Warming Bodies Through Love.
Hap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love them.
Yep, HAP. Another one. Well, we talked about Genesee Health System, but as far as community building wise, as far as supporting the neighborhood programs and things
Yes.
of that nature, they are very supportive in that realm. I think it's something new for them, but I'm glad to see it. It's
Okay.
great. It looks good on them
Okay.
for sure.
Yes. Let's throw a few more out there.
Okay.
Just a few more. Just to throw. Why we talking about community building? Because Flint,
Mhm.
Flint has it.
They do. They do.
I want to definitely mention St. Luke New Life.
Yes.
Woo! They have the free eyeglass clinic, and I'm not
Mm-hmm.
talking about corny glasses. I'm talking about Miss Dominique.
Okay, nice
Cute-
frames.
Cute frames.
Yes.
Cute frames. They don't care if you have insurance, don't have insurance. They'll give you the eye exam with the cute frames.
Yeah.
Free.
Okay.
Free. They also offer some type of working prep, something like that when they get you in there to prep you for working.
Yes.
And then they pay you with different jobs. They have like sewing. They have a lot of contracts.
Okay. Okay.
And last one, I gotta say, Resilient Women.
Okay.
And they're at St. Luke, and that's ran by Monica Frazier, I believe.
Okay.
Wonderful women.
And what
Building
do
the
they
community.
focus on?
Resilient women. And I've sat in their sessions, Miss Dominique. It's literally like having a healing circle.
Oh yes.
They recently just had
Self-care.
they just had an at the kitchen table talk
Okay.
with women and off the chain. Yep. And so, yep, that's Monica Frazier and Resilient
Okay.
Women.
Okay.
Very good program.
Okay.
Very good
All
program.
right.
Give me two more,
Um.
and then we'll kind of, we'll kind of
Okay.
end it. But yes,
I'm gonna
who else
say
you know?
Greater Flint
Health
Health Coalition.
Coalition. Okay. Yes.
Definitely with keeping us abreast with COVID
Yes.
19. You know, when it was here and it's still here, and
Yes.
our post COVID. You know,
Yes.
just providing us with the literature, the resources, how to stay healthy, and how to navigate through
I
this.
cannot lie. Not even because I
Mhm.
work there. The Greater Flint Health Coalition has wonderful resources.
Mhm.
They do. I gotta say, Ken. Have you met Ken Lemons?
No, not yet.
Okay, Ken Lemons is oh my, he's off the
Yes.
chain with what
Okay.
he does.
Okay.
Um,
You know, all I know is the wonderful Kristen.
Kristen,
You
Kristen
know,
is
and
very
meeting it. I think Nicole.
Nicole. Kristen and Nicole are very good
Yes,
at what they do.
yes, and Ashley,
Oh my,
and
Ashley,
Miss Ashley,
Ashley, yes.
the queen
It's
of
Ashley.
resources.
What's her last name? Is it
Young.
Young?
Well, she's a
Okay.
married woman
Yes.
now, so I
Okay.
haven't caught the
I
new
don't know.
last name,
Okay.
but Queen Ashley,
Ooh,
a
Ashley.
powerhouse. You hear me?
A force.
Oh my goodness, amazing.
Yes.
I appreciate
Yes.
Miss Ashley.
Ashley is wonderful.
She's amazing. Simply amazing. I'm gonna throw out Ebony Gibson
Where's
for
Ebony?
if you're building something, consulting. If you're looking for a way to build your dream, whether it is a LLC, a DBA, a nonprofit, grassroots,
Is
that
Ebony?
Ebony Gibson is the one
Is
of the
that the one
many community
you
builders to
appointed
team
me
up
to her
with.
before when I needed some information?
Yes,
Very resourceful.
very
Ebony was
resourceful.
very resourceful.
Yes, she is.
Um,
And great service too that she provides as a business consultant.
see, I didn't even know
Amazing.
that.
So entrepreneurship
Okay.
for those that's
Oh, it's
interested in
giving me
that.
chills. All the good
Mhm.
people, and I'm sure we're
Yes.
missing,
A
like,
ton of
yes,
them.
because like, okay, okay, I'm gonna do just two more because there's so many resources. I love Robert and Duran. They run cases, so they do
Okay.
like a lot of stuff with financial literacy, and
Oh,
they're just you again. These people are you have to be a different type of person to
you
do
do.
this.
You
You
really
have
do.
to do it.
And right,
Um,
right.
and then my last one will be Jim. I love
Okay.
Jim. Jim is he's the new CEO at the
Uh-huh.
Greater Flint Health Coalition,
Okay.
and he is just he's off the chain. Like as far as how someone just has a great coach, like and it's
Yes.
backing your team, and it's like you're empowering this team to make us. Jim is so good.
Yes.
Jim is so good. Yes, and he's at the Greater Flint Health Coalition.
That's awesome.
Yep. Yep.
That's awesome.
Miss Dominique,
Yes.
the importance of building the community.
Yes, ma'am. It's
Okay.
you have to know these things, be understanding.
Yes. Yep.
Collaborate.
Yep. Yep.
Keep your
Yep. Well,
keep your cup full by having self-care.
yes.
You
Self-care.
know. Um
You said be humble.
yes, be humble.
Patience.
Yes. A lot of that.
Yes.
Time management.
Time management. I
You
love
have to
that you
have
said that.
you have to have that skill.
Yes.
And build your team. Build you a team.
Oh yes, the team, the team, the team.
Make sure you
That was
have
a
you
good one.
start off with a board. Just if it's just 3 of you.
Can I add on to that and where we can really and if you have any more final thoughts. But that kind of for me solidifies when you are doing your purpose and passion correctly because a team will kind of trickle like you'll get a team. It's like it's just not you anymore.
Right.
It's
right.
literally a team behind you. That's when you know you're doing something right, Miss Dominique. When you have
I have
a
to
team.
agree. I have to agree again. Networking,
Yes.
collaborating.
Yes.
And it don't have to be family and friends. I'm just very big on
Yes.
building my family.
Yes.
A legacy. So mine have to be operating like this.
Yes.
So
Oh,
to
Dominique.
just to show.
Now it is a
structure.
subtle sign. If it is just you by yourself, you might need to critique something.
Yes.
Can I be honest?
Yes, please.
So
be
those
honest.
who are in the community and have ideas or even a business venture, if you're doing it by yourself, it might
That's
not.
a red flag.
Can-
I'm gonna
Thank you
just
for-
say it, okay? If you by yourself doing everything Oh my gosh, you better run from yourself, okay?
Okay, Miss
Listen,
Dominique.
that is not the way to operate. You're going to drain yourself. You're going to forget your purpose. You're going to lose your
You know,
passion. You
Miss
just going to
Dominique.
be off the
Yes,
wall,
because
not
when
knowing what
things
to
are
do.
blessed, it's abundance
It
behind it.
is. Yes,
It's
it
not
is.
just gonna be you.
Right.
Oh, Miss Dominique.
Yes,
I
so.
enjoy you talking to you about yes,
Likewise.
because it's important.
It is. And thank you
Yes,
for having me and
absolutely.
creating this space for me, to share
Yes.
these thoughts and ideas,
Well,
with
you
the
came up with the
community.
topic. You
Yes,
came up with the
that's
topic.
because I'm passionate about it.
Yep.
And it's so easy to talk about it because I'm doing it.
Yes.
And
And
I've
really
been
doing
doing
it.
it.
Yes.
Like, I can really
Yes.
say, like, I've created my own lane. Like, so I am thankful. Thank you. And till next time.
Yes. Miss Dominique, thank you. Again, that was a Talk About It Tuesday, the importance of building community. Yeah, we out.
All
All
right.
right.